It must have been the father's dream to have a Franciscan women congregation established in the Philippines. With a stroke of grace, the dream has become a reality. In this year of favor, we have our history revisited as one of the highlights of the celebration. Let us then refresh our historical memory. 175 years ago, Pastor Bernardinus van Meert and his niece, Mother Teresa van Meert, founded the Congregation of the Franciscan Sisters of the Immaculate Conception in Veghel, Netherlands. The congregation was founded to alleviate the sufferings of people, especially the underprivileged sectors of society. Toward the end of the 19th century, active missionary congregations of men and women in Europe rallied to the call of the Church to go forth into the whole world to be heralds of the Gospel. The Congregation of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, SFICPNP, in Belgium, sent missionaries to different parts of the world. Father Constant Jurgens was among the first SFICPNP missionaries sent to the Philippines in 1907. He envisioned the establishment of a congregation of native sisters to work among the people. In 1929, he succeeded in bringing over some Dutch Franciscan sisters from Veghel, Netherlands, for this purpose. The first missionaries were Mother Chantal Thomers, Sister Catharina Hendricks, Sister Alfonsa Jacobs, Sister Margaretha Hermus, and Sister Bertholda Bos. They stepped on Philippine shore on March 14, 1929. Monsignor Jurgens bought a house in Bayambong to serve as the novitiate. The sisters arrived here on April 3, 1929. They were met by a band of musicians. They went straight to the Church of St. Dominic to sing the Te Deus Laudamus. It is here in Bayambong that the congregation in the Philippines was born. It is here that the seed blossomed into a full-grown tree. Here, the sisters opened a grade school under the supervision of Sister Margaretha. This marked the beginning of Catholic education in Nueva Vizcaya. 2 months after their arrival, they were blessed with 2 postulants, Matea Rapadas from Santa Catalina, Ilocos Sur, and Janicia Racela from Sarat, Ilocos Norte. A month later, Belen Rodriguez from Limay, Bataan joined the group. They received their veils and their new names on September 8, the day of Mary's Nativity. Mateo Rapadas was named Sister Mary Teresa, Janicia Racela as Sister Mary Pascuala, and Belen Rodriguez as Sister Mary Tarsicia. These 3 Filipino sisters pioneered the new foundation of the Franciscan Sisters in the Philippines. The canonical erection of the congregation in the Philippines was on October 24, 1930, as Franciscan Sisters of the Immaculate Conception of the Holy Mother of God. In 1931, the sisters felt the need to establish a house in Manila, the capital of the Philippines. New Manila was considered a suitable location for this purpose. Bishop Jurgens requested permission from the Mother House to build a central house in New Manila. Mr. Hamadi, a friend of Bishop Jurgens, requested him if the congregation could open a school for girls. With the approval from the Mother House for the development of the Philippine Mission, St. Joseph's Convent was constructed in New Manila, and the blessing took place on June 5, 1933. The following day, St. Joseph's Academy, now known as St. Joseph's College was formally inaugurated. The recognition of the congregation in the Philippines as a region happened in 1963, after 34 years. Sister Eustokia Coreman served as the first regional superior. Sister Agnes Encarnacion served as the first Filipina regional superior. When the repatriation of the Dutch sisters in Indonesia began, they needed sisters to carry on the work they left behind. 1959 was proclaimed Mission Year. It was then that the Philippines sent its first missionaries to Pontianak, Kalimantan, Barat, Indonesia. They were Sister Immaculata Manzano, Sister Marieta Antonio, and Sister Gregory Salvador. They were to fill up some of the vacancies and to assist in the building of Christian communities. In 1982, through the request of Bishop Lawrence Chenchai, we had our first missionary attempt in Thailand. Sister Adrienne Nawi, Sister Carmen Anselmo, and Sister Maria Luisa Mendoza were our first missionaries. Because of health reasons for two sisters, the board assessed the situation in Thailand and decided to recall the sisters on April 2, 1984. The congregation flourished and it led to the restructuring of the congregation in 1985. The restructuring was brought about by requests from Rome to revise our constitution. This gave birth to 3 provinces: the Netherlands province, the Indonesian province, and the Philippine province. With that structure, the General Board consisted of representatives from the different provinces. Sister Willibrorda Scatton was General Superior, Sister Acursio Widyarti, and Sister Josephine Ambatali as General Councilors. Since then, the provinces took turns to host the General Chapter. Sister Giovanni Faustino became our first Provincial Superior. A contract was drawn between Sister Giovanni Faustino and Bishop Michael Mansak of the Diocese of Ubon, Ratchathani, Thailand, stipulating the assistance of our sisters in the formation of basic Christian communities, particularly in Nong Ding Dang. Second Thailand mission commenced on July 25, 1987, with Sister Andrea Aquino and Sister Estrelita Lantin. In 1987, Father Gerard Salamink, OFM, requested for sisters to render service to the Filipino migrant workers in Japan. Our response came in 1988, which opened another mission territory. Sister Emiliana Encarnacion and Sister Altagracia Miguel were our first missionaries who arrived there on September 1, 1989. An orientation to Kenya was carried out by Sister Giovanni Faustino and Sister Acursio Widyarti of the General Board on September 15 to October 6, 1992. A sister from each province was expected to start the mission project. The Philippine province sent 2 representatives, Sister Meli Frondarina and Sister Concepcion Daran. On April 17, 2000, an international community called Teresia van Meert was established in Hertogenbosch, Netherlands, composed of Sister Gertrudis Westlot, Sister Ermina Seni, and Sister Dorinda Repolda. The community was meant to continue the life and charism of the congregation in the Netherlands through presence, witness, and service. On April 5, 2001, the General Board approved the erection of a region in the south, the Visayas and Mindanao. The formal erection of the region was on February 23, 2002. In 2010, the region was declared as a province by Sister Akusha Widyarthi, General Superior, after the liturgical celebration officiated by Cardinal Ricardo Vidal. Sister Catherine Serafica served as the first provincial superior. The SFIC presence in the Philippines reached a milestone of 75 years at the service of the Church. The Jubilee called for a grand celebration on Easter Sunday, May 23, 2004. It was celebrated with deep joy and gratitude for the seed that was nurtured with great love and sacrifice. Bishop David Monroe requested for sisters to work in his diocese in Kamloops, Canada. Mrs. Gertrude Sherlock, our ex-sister residing there, recommended our sisters, Sister Tercela Taa, Sister Maria Concepcion Daran, and Sister Ana Dorinda Repolda, graciously accepted to pioneer the new mission, which started on September 14, 2008. The General Chapter of 2017, which was held in the Netherlands, approved the transfer of the Generalate to Thailand. Given the difficulties in its establishment there, the Generalate moved to Philippines. We are now celebrating the 175th anniversary of our foundation as a congregation and 90 years of the SFICs in the Philippines. We are truly blessed all these years and are overwhelmed with gratitude. This leads us to strive to give something back to the Lord through others, to society, to the whole of creation. Given this, we are assured that there will be no impasse in our joy, love, and service to humankind. The Philippine province is truly blessed, and we continue to live out the Father's dream with great love, praise, and thanksgiving.